What's up, everybody? This is from the Depths Collectables, and let's get into this week's toy haul. It's a little bit on the light side this week, guys, because we're trying to save a little bit of money. So let's start off with Transformers with the new Rhinox figure that came out. Now, this was from the new wave of Transformers Kingdom figures that are coming out. Now, I think he comes out alongside with Galvatron, because I did hear that Galvatron has been making his rounds around, Walmarts and Targets and stuff. So I'm going to keep my eye out for Galvatron, and that's for Michael, really, because I'm not too into, all of the, Autobots and Decepticons and everything. I'm mostly into, the animals and, Beast Wars and stuff like that. That was my favorite when I was growing up because I was really into, animals and everything. And Rhinox is actually one of my favorites from, Transformers Beast Wars. Because we did actually have this McDonald's, little toy that, you get in a Happy Meal. And it was of Rhinox. We did also have another one of Rat Trap. And I remember playing with those toys, and, they're very fond memories of, just some cheap toys that you just had, tons of fun with. So I had to show my boy Rhinox some love and pick up his new figure. So moving on to the stuff that I picked up at the thrift store this week, guys. And let's start off with this plushie that I found. This is a Dragonair plushie, the Pokemon Dragonair. I'm not too sure where this plushie comes from because honestly, it doesn't look official or anything. There is no tags on it or anything, but for 79 cents, it's actually a pretty cool little plushie. I am gonna just put it up somewhere, I do like that it's actually clean because, the belly is white and the ears are white. So it's not smudgy or anything, so that was worth the pickup there. So this week I actually had some pretty good luck with video games, and I picked up two awesome games. Starting off with Super Street Fighter 4. Now, I used to play this game a lot when I was in high school, because I actually paid for this game with my hard-earned cash back in the day, because I remember when the original one came out, I really wanted it, and I couldn't afford it. And then this one came out, this version, the Super Street Fighter version. Now, this one came out only like a couple of months after the original version, which, warranted only like a $40 price tag for some reason. And that's the reason why I picked it up, because it was only $40 at my local Walmart. So, of course I had to pick it up. It had extra, fighters, extra, stages. It was all around a great game and a great pickup. So if you haven't played this one already, guys, I suggest you should try to play it. The art style is a little wonky at times. Their eyeballs pop out and stuff at weird moments when the camera zooms in. But all around, it's a great game. So the last game is actually a game that my brother and I used to play all the time when we were back in, high school. And that is the Orange Box. Now, we actually had the 360 version of the Orange Box, but I did find the PS3 version. Now, it is complete, and the disc is immaculate. It looks like they didn't even play it. But I remember playing this game a ton when we were kids. So, back in the day, all we had was a 360 and, I think, two games. Like 2 or 3 games. And this game was one of them. And luckily, this game has 3 separate games in it. But unfortunately, you can only play 2 of them offline. If you're not online, you can't play Team Fortress 2, so we never actually played it. So we only played Portal and Half-Life 2. Now, Half-Life 2 being one of my brother's favorite all-time video game franchise of all time. And it's because of this game here. Now, Portal is one of the ones, too, that are, people like and everything, but obviously, everybody loves Half-Life 2 from this thing. It's one of the best ways to play Half-Life 2 on a console. And honestly, if you haven't already played Half-Life 2, I suggest you play it, guys. Because Half-Life 2 is one of the best video games out there. So moving on to wrestling this week, guys, I picked up Jeff Hardy from the 84 series of WWE Elites. Now, Jeff is one of my favorite all-time wrestlers because he is part of the iconic Hardy Boys, one of the best tag team duos ever to come out of the Attitude Era, right next to the Dudley Boys. Now, they have a bunch of Jeff Hardy figures, but this figure kind of looks really good. They had a lot of room for error with the face scan and everything like that because there's a lot of small details with the face paintings that he does on himself. So they did a pretty good job on that scan, and it is very impressive. So if you're a fan of Jeff Hardy, pick up this figure, guys, because it is a great figure. There is a chase version of this out there with a red, face paint version, and that's the one I'm trying to find. I did go around looking for it, but all I could find is the blue face version, so hopefully I could get lucky and find that red face version. So last up is some McFarlane Toys and DC Multiverse goodness. Now, last week I said when I picked up the Gold Hellbat that I was going to go back to that GameStop and pick up this Batman Beyond, and I wasn't lying to you guys. I was going to pick up that Batman Beyond. Luckily, it was still there when I went back to go pick it up, and I actually got a little bit of a discount on it too. The guy knows me and stuff because I've been going there like every other week basically. So he knocked off a couple of bucks and made it about like $20, which was really good because sometimes, GameStop is overcharging for these figures when you could go to Target or something and get this figure for like, a flat $20, obviously with your tax and whatnot. But, you go to a GameStop and they're like $25, $30. So it's really cool to get a kind of a sort of mini hookup and, a little bit of appreciation for, showing up to GameStop all the time and bothering them to see if they got new figs. That's the haul for this week, guys. It was another great haul and another great hunt. It was a little bit on the smaller side this week because I am trying to save up for when the good figures hit those stores. So what did you pick up this week? Did you get lucky and find anything that you were looking for in the stores? Let me know down in the comment section down below. So with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, like this video here and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, because we're trying to work our way to the 300 subscriber mark so we can do our next giveaway. So remember, I'm from the Depths Collectables, and I'll see you next time.